morning, everybody. I am driving home from work. Don, I see your comment there. Will the show go on without you? Possibly, but why should it? You're one of my homies here. I don't want it to go on without you, buddy. The link is dropped. Or no, I didn't drop the link. Holy shit. All right. Well, once I park, I'll drop the link. And yeah, some good content on last night. What's up, Steaks? How are you? Got to listen to a lot of shows during work. It's a pretty good night. And I listen to a lot of music, believe it or not. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting burned out of YouTube for some reason. There's a lot going on, a lot to keep up with, you know. But yeah, listen to some good tunes. It ended up being a slower night. We started off pretty busy, and ended up being a slow night. So, Mike F., if you're listening, or when you listen to the replay, Mike F., yeah, I didn't have my night off busy, but I did the other night, so you got your wish. He's right. Yeah, I caught Maddie's show. I listened to it at work. I never, they go on right around like when I'm waking up or when I'm making dinner, and I'm with my family, so I don't really get to see Maddie's show live anymore, or really at all. But so I always try to, listen to everybody's content or whatever while I'm working. So, if I can't listen to the whole thing, I'll try to put it on playback speed fast and try to skim through and get the ideas and stuff or whatever. But it's really hard. It's hard when you like a lot of people. So, who's that? Don? Don, what are you talking about? Will the show go on without you, huh? Come on up here, buddy. I don't know what you're talking about. But, yeah, I think, Maddie was on, and, a whole bunch of people were on. MRE came on later, and, lots of people were live. But, and now I'm live. Go figure. 5:15 a.m.? It's early. I don't know if I'm going to do a crazy long show. We'll see what happens. I can't be doing these hour shows like that. I don't know, because after about an hour, I feel like I got nothing left. I got nothing else to talk about or whatever. But yeah, yes, Don. But I'm actually going to try to not have a super long show today because I want to get to bed right away. And my son and I are supposed to go to Cabela's or Dick's or somewhere and get our hunting and fishing licenses. So, well, he don't need a fishing license, but turkey season's right up ahead. So we have to renew our hunting license, and I got to renew my fishing license too. So, but yeah. So I want to be out, and then tomorrow is a toss-up if I decide to do a show or not. Because again, my wife will be off from work, and I can go home and go straight to bed. And she wants to go to the Broadway Market, which is kind of like a Easter staple in Buffalo. It's gigantic, and it's like a tradition thing. So if you ever want to, give Google and or YouTube Broadway Market and see what it's all about. I'm sure Thindu can explain a little further than me. He's been around a little longer than me. What up, Don? How you doing?
Good. How are you, Tom Father?
Not bad, man. I am driving home and just trying to relax. That's all.
Do you guys need a hunting license, do you, or a hunting permit?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a money grab from the state or the county or both. You know what I mean?
We just ask the farmers for permission, and we go on the land and start shooting.
No, you got to take like I think for my deer license last year, I had to take an 8-hour online course, and it was all of 8 hours. So it was all of 8 hours. You don't get to You don't get to
Yo,
skim through. Hey, Stiggs, you don't
morning,
get to
Dustin.
Hey, Tommy.
you don't get to skim through it and freaking and do the test right away. Like they make you take your time. You know what I mean?
Oh, God.
Oh, spinning my wheels off the light, man. This van is like a fucking dragster.
Is it wet?
Yeah, it's wet.
Oh, well, there you go. Do you need a carrier's permit or just a hunter? The hunters need a gun permit
Well, you got
also?
to. No, you don't. You need how can I say it? Like you're to own those guns, you don't need permits. Like rifles and shotguns, more or less. Like handguns and stuff, you need a carry, pistol permit. But for hunting permits and stuff, depending on what you're hunting, you don't usually have to. You just got to re-up your permit for it. And they give you a certain amount. Say it again.
Your gun permit, you mean?
No, that's only if I had a handgun. If I wanted to carry.
So anybody could buy a shotgun at all? No, you don't need to be background checked or anything?
Oh, you gotta be background checked to buy bullets now.
Okay,
I can't go and buy ammo and or a gun, like a hunting gun, a shotgun, rifle,
right.
even probably a fucking BB gun by now. Who knows?
Yeah.
You gotta. They have to run me every single time. If I want to buy one box of ammo, they run my background.
And then you have 30 days, right?
What do you mean, 30 days for what?
Every time I get a check, I got 30 days to buy a handgun or a or ammo in Jersey, I believe.
Oh, really? Yeah. I don't know. We don't.
So
I'm pretty stocked up regardless, but
I got the permit to purchase. Now I could purchase on that one permit. I could purchase a shotgun for the rest of my life at any time I want to. I could go into Dick's or whoever sells shotguns and buy one right now. But for a handgun, you got to get reapproved, and you have to buy within 30 days or a re-background check.
Yeah. It all depends on like when your paperwork. Like you got to send your paperwork away, and they got to run you and all that other stuff too. You know what I mean? So
we got two types.
They ask your neighbors and shit, like about you.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's pretty in depth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
what's weird? My son applied for his, and he was able to put me as a reference. That's weird, isn't it?
Oh, really? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if what you look like on paper, Stiggs. You know what I mean? But
no, my paper's not great. But no, not even that. It just probably shouldn't be a family member. I'm assuming on it.
Oh, I don't know. If anything, I put my brother-in-law for mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a retired officer. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, that's what I did. Same thing. My officer. Yeah, I did use officers. It's the best way to do it because you're pretty good with that. Yeah.
We got two types of licenses: a H license and a C license. H license for shotgun, C for pistol. And we don't do no background checks when we go get bullets. We just show them our gun license and just purchase the ammo.
Well, that's kind of a new thing in New York State. So, like I think it was in, I don't know if it was like the New Year or what. Go in and buy them, and they show you're 18 at the register, and you're good. You know what I mean? But now you buy a 22 ammunition, and you got to get ran. So
we can even buy the gunpowder and make it. We just reshell our shells.
Yeah, I got a friend who does that. I got a friend who makes his own. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. That's great. That's really into a hobby. That's a big hobby.
That's all we need to go hunting. It's just a gun license.
Yeah, he's a nut with that. I'm not so much. I hunt and target shoot and stuff like that, but that's really it. Yeah. But we definitely built up our arsenal anyway. But
which type of shotgun do you like, over and under or side by side?
Over under. That's what I have. I have two different ones. One's for home and one's for hunting. So
I don't hunt, so I have no preference. I don't hunt, so I don't have a preference.
I've got a nice Beretta over and under shotgun. It's beautiful. The way it shoots is magnificent.
Nice.
Oh my God, listen to this conversation.
Yeah. We got two in the chat. This is gonna be nothing soon. I'm gonna get mass flagged and fucking taken down. Oh Lord. Oh. Yeah, we should
it is
probably.
what it is.
Anyways, I'm gonna be hunting for turkey in a few weeks, so that's where I'll leave it. All right.
We're all good. We're all
We-
good. Yeah.
All we do is just a 2-day course to go get your license. Once you've done that, then the police do a background check on you. That takes 30 days, and then you're on your way.
30 days, holy Lord. Well, I could see. I mean, it takes for like you basically like when I got the the shotgun permit or something, and rifle permit for deer and whatever. I took the 8-hour online course, took the test, whatever, and then they ran. When I bought the guns for that, it took like literally 30 minutes. You know what I mean? But if I do the handgun, the pistol or whatever, that's way longer. That takes a long time. That could take almost a year here. So
Wow. It's usually 30 days even for us to purchase a shotgun or whatever.
But-
even if I buy a gun off you, you got to go hand it into the police station, and then I've got to sign the papers that I'm purchasing it from you. They do a check on it, and then 3 days later, I'll go pick it up.
yeah, I mean the
That's
oh my
interesting.
God, I forgot what I was gonna say. Like the county next to me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't take very long at all. But Erie, where I live, it's bananas here. It's unbelievable.
You can be a nutcase here and still get your gun license there. It's just
Oh,
a 2-day course.
they're pretty thorough here. I'll
Yeah.
I'll give them that.
The only thing is you can't pistols here. You can't shoot around with pistols. You got to belong to a gun club, and it's got to be registered with that club and in the safe at that club.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, you can only take the pistol in transit if you're moving from club to club, or if you're going on shooting ventures from one place to another.
Gotcha.
Situational. Depends what you're doing.
Yeah, pistols are very strict here. Shotguns, not a problem.
Yeah.
But you can't have shells and shotguns locked up together. Your ammo's got to be separate from your shotguns.
Same here.
So, Todd Father, you say you won't do a show because you don't have time. The wife is home. This, that, the other thing. But keep in mind, you're just driving. Even if you're driving 20 minutes, you come on, you shoot the shit, and you go.
I know. I still like to listen to music and
Oh yeah, I know.
and-
I've been doing.
and-
Yeah, I've been doing that.
and I still like to have a either a quiet ride home or
Mhm.
and sometimes you just flatly need a break. You know what I mean?
This is true. Yeah.
I don't know if you know that definition on YouTube stinks,
No.
but
I'm good. No, I'm okay.
How many shots did you do yesterday, Tommy? About 12,
Oh,
15?
only about 6. I was good. Not too much. 6
Oh,
is
man,
good.
I went from 5 to 1 in maybe about 40 seconds.
Oh gosh. Oh my God.
I mean, it's very early still, but I probably scared. I should say we probably scared everybody away.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's funny.
That is great. Yeah, we had a good. Yeah, we had a good show yesterday with Thing Do. Nice. It was good.
I'm
Oh
spewing.
yeah,
I can't even watch it.
yesterday's show was definitely pretty good. Yeah, I was happy about that.
I've got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to watch Sting Do.
Oh yeah,
Wow. Well, I'm up at 4. Yeah, see? Totally
yeah.
different.
He had a pretty good show too. I caught the rerun of that. I mean, I was listening, but I didn't catch it from the beginning. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I caught it about as soon as I commented. Said hello. That's right when I was in.
So looks like midweek you get a lot of night shows. Wednesday, people are feeling it. You know what I mean? Wednesdays is a big night for a lot of different content creators and a lot of different genres, not just the community that we know of. Wednesday seems to be a big night for shows for some reason, all across the YouTube.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing these like sleep streams coming up. It's like what is wrong with these people? They just set the phone and go to bed. Like, is that a thing?
Right. There's so many different. We say we're YouTube. We're a small little piece of YouTube, right?
Oh, believe me, I know.
Yeah.
But like
You see it. Yes, there is. There's a sleep channels. There's
no, the people are actually
sleeping.
putting their phone on or camera or whatever you use, and they're just sleeping.
Oh, I'm gonna try that. I'll see how I sleep.
Oh, Jesus Christ, please.
I'm gonna set the tripod up tonight. I'm gonna try that.
It's
Oh,
called white noise.
God, I shouldn't have said anything.
Let me text myself that.
Oh, no, please don't. You'd be snoring and farting and,
I
just
can't imagine what I do in my sleep.
falling off the bed.
Remember, I live alone, so there's nobody to tell me I snore. There's nobody to tell me anything that I do. I live alone, so
Yeah, I know I snore. I definitely snore.
Set up a microphone, Tommy. You might surprise yourself.
I know, right? Oh my god, that could be interesting.
I did that test a few years back with the sleep apnea. They hooked about 7,000 wires to my head.
Yeah, I know.
And right now, I guess you can do it all at home now. They can have you do it at home, but like when I had it done, like you had to go and actually like stay overnight there.
Yeah.
And they put all this wax on your head and put all these wires and hooked you up. And you're in the dark, but they have all those like night vision cameras and they watch you all night long and monitor your brain and your heart and everything. But I didn't have sleep apnea. So
it's not. Well, you're not in your true area, so you're not really settling in. I think you're not. You can't. Can you sleep deep anywhere? I don't think most people can.
Right. That's the thing too. Was I truly in an REM state? You know what I mean? So what's up, Anthony? Come on up. Why not? Come on up. Let's do
REM.
it.
What is REM? What is that?
REM is like your dream sleep. It's like your deep state of sleep. I can't. My brain is like having a. Don, what does that mean?
REM. The fuck would that mean to me? REM.
It's I can't think of the definition right now. It's an acronym. Someone look up REM, please. It's like.
Oh my God, the vocabularies and the words today already you're starting? REM.
Yeah, man,
and what was the other word you just said? Acronym? What is that, from Ghostbusters?
No, an acronym is like MIA, missing in action. You know what I mean? Like, that's
What's the ball hits the ground? You do that again.
Uh-oh, we're echoing, Don. Anthony, can you please tell me the technical term for REM sleep, please? What's up, Gerard? Good morning.
Hello, Joel. What happened?
Don,
you're in the tunnel. What happened? Oh, my God.
I'm in the car. I just got to jump out for 10 minutes and I'll come back on, okay?
All right, sounds good. Anthony, look up REM sleep. What's the acronym meaning for it? I can't. It's like slipping my mind right now. That's what happens.
Don would know, but he's gone.
Don would know. That's probably the best part.
Hysterical. Uh-oh.
Yeah, so it's a full go at my work, which is, I mean, I don't know if it's weird. I don't really remember last year, but I mean, I always go in late, or my normal shift, I should say, for like the holidays, even Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, whatever. I don't, if Christmas or Thanksgiving, we get the Wednesday night off, but like if Christmas was on a Monday, we get Sunday night off, and then we all got to go in Monday. You know what I mean? So I guess for this Easter, like everyone's working their normal shift. Like, so it's just going to be just a regular day. Like, so normally what happens is I got to, when I go into work out the day after a holiday or whatever, I got to load the trucks and I got to do like a lot of the stuff that the daytime does. You know what I mean? Plus my stuff. But so when they told me today, yeah, it's a normal day, I'm like, all right, cool. It's a normal Sunday then. So.
Isn't it it's probably based on demand, I'm assuming.
Rapid eye movement. That's what he said. He's right. Rapid eye movement.
Yeah. So you have a strong market demand. That's why they're keeping that,
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
They brought in so much potatoes in this warehouse. I'm like speechless. They even brought more in. They even brought more in today, and I'm like, where am I going to put these things? I didn't even know where to. Go ahead.
Do they buy based on real needs or forecasts? Like, what makes you bring 7 crates of, I'm using a fake thing, 7 crates of potatoes in versus 1?
That's really not my department, but my guess would be that we have Tops and Wegmans here, for example, right? Wegmans doesn't order their potatoes from us, but Tops orders some of the bagged potatoes from us. So they have like a preset order. This is what we're going to need for the week. You know what I mean? So they'll bring in, all those giant potato sacks in for, they'll try to line that up. You know what I mean? Plus the other, smaller grocery stores and stuff like that. So
Yeah, but you do have a sales team or no?
oh yeah,
Right.
definitely.
So the sales team orders that stuff based on forecast of meetings that the sales team are having with people at Wegmans or wherever you buy for.
Yeah.
And then they buy based on forecast, and they probably lock them in to a certain amount. You forecasted 20 pallets of potatoes in the next month. Now you're obligated because we're holding that in house for you.
Right.
And then if it doesn't move contractually, there's something like they got to pay for discard, or or reduce sale price or whatever. It's crazy.
Yeah.
A lot goes on behind the scenes that you are actually involved in. The reason you're doing your job. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. Because I mean, we have our regular sales guys, and then we have buyers. You know what I mean? So the buyers and the sales guys got to work hand in hand. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And then obviously I'm on the side where we put it on pallets and generate the orders and load the trucks and get them out. You know what I mean?
That's interesting. It's the same concept for every business, because I do that part that you were saying. I buy based on some of the forecasts.
Yeah.
I purchase components also, so I buy based on the needs that, like you just said, are presented from the sales team to the buyers.
Yep.
A lot goes on, man. That makes you drive that truckload that you have coming in. A lot goes on behind the scenes to make that truck come in. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, just the logistics alone. I mean, and a lot of our trucks, we get from California and or Florida, or they get them everywhere. But
Yeah.
I mean, they can pick up 5 different items at 5 different stops from Florida to New York. You know what I mean? So, I'll have 5 different invoices that I gotta, type in the computer more or less. You know what I mean?
So from different distributors, I guess? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Wow,
So you might get strawberries from one place, you might get collard greens and mustard greens and turnip greens from another place, and then you might get corn from another place. This stuff's all on. So what's up, Payne? How you doing? LV,
That's crazy.
it's produce. Yeah, no other items. It's just fruit and veggies. So
it's pretty interesting.
But yeah, so I mean, yeah, there's a lot involved. I mean, and then you got the back of the house with all the people who do the billing and the CFO, the accounting, all that kind of crap too. I mean, it's a big company. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's awesome.
But
the way things move, man, it's awesome.
It was just really weird how I got into it, because a friend of mine and I used to work at a different warehouse, and he left. And then, a couple of years went by, and I posted a pizza on Facebook that I made. Uh-huh. And he sent me a message saying, hey, that pizza looks great. You're going to have to tell me how to make it. And I said, yeah, no problem. And then I said, how's your new gig going? And he goes, I love it. I said, they need anybody? I said it like half-assed,
Yeah.
And he goes, actually, they do. They need a nighttime guy. And that's when the ball got rolling. It was weird. Just something little like that. You know what I mean? So
that's incredible.
It got me a whole different career path. You know what I mean? Just like it started from like a little Facebook message and a picture, and was that.
Amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah. So, and the rest is history. I mean, I'm going on my 3rd year now, and so I've been there like 2.5 years. So
now getting to leave when the workday's over feels pretty good. There are some rewards. There's pros and cons, obviously, but the headaches of owning and running and managing like a pizzeria or any type of thing is such a totally different. You're working all day and night basically, because your brain is always going when you're responsible.
Yeah. But then when you do that, I mean, that goes for any small business owner. You wear so many hats. Like you're the boss. You order the supplies. You make the food. You clean the place. You do the accounting. You everything. You got to do your own networking. You got to do your website. You got to do your ads. You got to do. I mean, it's a lot, and I'm very thankful that I did that for myself. I mean, I totally broadened my resume, but I'm glad I'm not doing it no more. That's all.
That's crazy. He's asking you. Anthony's asking if your place is food only.
I did answer him. It's a produce, fruit and vegetables. So, Gerard, I owned a pizzeria I opened it when I was 25 years old and had it for about 8 years, and I got rid of it. I sold it. a little after my daughter was born. It was a lot of reasons, and I'll leave it at that. You know what I mean? It wasn't because I was tanking or lack of business or anything like that. It was more of a personal decision for my marriage, my sanity, and my family. So
that's what I mean. That's my point. There's a whole different, lifestyle when you're so responsible for so many things. Like you said, you wear so many hats.
And don't get me wrong, I miss it. I do miss it, and I had a lot of fun doing it. It was we had a lot of good times there, a lot of memories there. My dad had just retired, and if I didn't have him there with me, he called all the people. I mean, I could name names, and Thenda would know them all. And they helped me build my handicap ramp. They helped me put the fireproof tile on the walls, and the other guy did all my jackhammering for all the plumbing and all the handicap bathroom and stuff that all them regulations and stuff. And then the big thing was he had an architect come in because when you do something like that, you have an architect draw out the whole design before you can even. Now you got to present it to the town. You know what I mean?
Yeah, permits and variances. Oh, that shit. It's a lot, man. And
the guy didn't charge me a dime for that architect drawing. That saved me so much money.
Yes.
It was unreal. And, and the guy didn't want a penny. And every time he came in, he paid for his food. He wouldn't accept anything for free from me. You know what I mean? And a friend of mine was an electrician. He came in and redid the whole place. You know what I mean? Like I learned so much. I never knew how to lay a floor, like tile floor down or, wall tile. I never knew how to do that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You learn through needs. That's good.
Yeah, so I learned how to do that, and then after that, I helped a friend of mine do his bathroom, and I said, don't you dare tell anybody I know how to do this. I hate doing it. I hate it. It's very rewarding, but that's a pretty tedious work. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, even like my own, like the guy came in, my oven broke. It wouldn't light up, so the thermocoupler was gone. So the first time that happened, I had the guy come in, and I stayed with him while he fixed it. Right. So I charged me $300. It took him 40 minutes to do it. You know what I mean? So 150 for the part, 150 for the labor.
For the thermocouple?
It was a thermocouple. Yeah. So I watched him do it. And then when it happened again on a different oven, I went and got the part and I did it myself. And I did it every other time, even on my fryers, everything, you learn on your own.
Such a simple little thing, isn't it? The thermocouple runs everything. That's what people don't realize. They call a furnace guy, but I can understand why. You're firing up, your flame's not staying on. Sometimes that thermocouple is just dirty. Sandpaper it and you're good, or sometimes you got to replace it.
You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. You can
I learned that. I learned that just like you just said, watching somebody do it.
But, that's, now you just YouTube stuff and you could figure it out. You know what I mean? Like YouTube is like such a tool. I mean, it's so like useful and not useful and crazy in so many other ways. But
no, you can definitely. But we had a thermocouple blowout about 2 weeks ago on a water heater, and I wasn't comfortable with it. I said, I'm not going to. It's a water heater. There's really natural gas going. I'm not familiar. Even though I could have YouTubed and walked through the whole process, I still did not feel comfortable with it. So I called a friend of mine to do it. But you can definitely do anything. Water heater, I was a little uncomfortable with that. Yeah.
I wouldn't do that either, personally. I know my, I know my boundaries now. Let's put it that way.
Right.
If I got it in my head that if you screw this up and you're gonna make it triple worse, then I'll pump the brakes and think it out for a little bit before I pull the trigger. Paul Clinton, how you doing?
Exactly. That's good.
But plus I got so many. My family's gigantic, so I got so many cousins and uncles and whatever that are in every type of business. You know what I mean? But the problem is they're so booked they can't just come over. You know what I mean? So, my one cousin has like one of the biggest masonry companies around me. You know what I mean? Exactly. It's hard to even get him to call you back. You know what I mean? So, but. Yeah. So, but again, I don't, I couldn't do it again. Everyone's like, oh, you should do it. No. I've been offered partnerships. Nope. Sorry. I'll just make my stuff at home. That's all.
Yeah. Nah, not unless you have to. Really.
And plus, like my little business I have doing the music and stuff, that just makes me way more money than what I was doing and way less effort. So.
Peace of mind. That's all.
Yeah. What do you mean you got a guy for that? Yeah. That's what all of us Italians say. We got a guy for that. Yep. I got a guy. I got a guy. Why'd you call this person? I got a guy. Yeah.
That's it. We got a guy. That's what we do. That's great.
I'm glad you stopped by, Paul. Thanks, man. We don't got nothing firing today. Me and Stiggs are just hanging out.
Hanging out. So yeah, if you don't have a guy, when you don't have a guy, it's tough, man.
Then you gotta reach out to the other guys who say they got a guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
But that's the thing. Like, there's so many. Like, for example, like the town I live in has a Facebook page. You know what I mean? So you go on that Facebook page and you can say, oh, who cleans gutters? Who does who does landscaping? Who does this? Who does that? And you get 15 recommendations right off the bat. You know what I mean?
You'll definitely find somebody somewhere.
What's up, Don? You came back.
Yeah, back again.
Yeah. You sound like you're outside.
No, I'm in the car.
Oh, you're in the car. Okay. But yeah, so like I need some siding repair on my house. I know that. From that blizzard, it ripped off some of the siding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I go up there and fall. I'll break all my legs. You know what I mean? I'm not the guy for that. Maybe a few years back or something when I had a little more courage with that kind of stuff. That's one thing, but I cannot afford to miss work, so that's why someone will get paid to do it.
Wow.
A professional. You know what I mean? I know my limit. I know I'm not as brave as I used to be. You know what I mean? I know my limits now.
Yes.
Well,
that's not always entirely true. I will say that, but with heights, it is for sure. I don't mess around with heights.
No way, me either. I'm afraid of heights. I don't like it.
Come on,
I'm not-
boys. You only live once.
What's that?
You only live once.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
to
know,
go on
but-
top of a steel building, I'm okay.
I mean, but think about all the shit that you got away with, though. Saying, holy shit, I can't believe I survived that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it could just be any stupid thing. It could be a car that, ran a stop sign, you stopped just in time. Or it could be like me doing 160 miles an hour on a motorcycle. Holy shit, I can't believe if a deer ran out or if I hit a pothole, I'm dead. Instantly. You know what I'm saying? Like, just little stupid shit like that. You know what I mean?
That is
Yeah,
crazy.
but when we're younger, we'd bounce up. Now we're older. When we fall over, we just hear, all you hear is a thump, and that's it.
Yeah. Yep.
It hurts when you get up.
The thump now means the end, though. You hear it. Somebody hears a thump, it's over. You're done. You're not getting up from that.
I was loading when I first started there. I was only there for a few months, and I was loading a truck, and I was there alone. And the trailer had a hole in it, like the floor had a hole in it. So when I was going forks forward into the truck, the wheel just caught it right, because it was like 7 degrees out. The wheel just caught it right and got stuck in the steering arm, jackknifed right into my my leg. My whole leg went numb. I thought I broke my leg, and it literally flung me off the machine. It like smashed me into the wall, and I was still standing. I just stood there. I didn't know what to do. I was like in shock. And one of our out of town drivers happened to be walking by, and I'm like, Ted, don't go nowhere, please. I'm like, I don't know if I can lift my leg. It was bad. I had black and blue on my leg for like probably 3 months. I went and got an X-ray, and I wasn't broken or anything, but that hurt. That hurt bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well,
Yeah. And it happened so fast that I couldn't even react it. You know what I mean? All the momentum and torque from that machine, I had no shot at all.
That's crazy.
Well,
It threw me like a complete rag doll against the wall, like just like I got blindsided body checked by a sumo wrestler. That's how fast it threw me. I can't even tell you.
hey, Todd Father.
Yeah.
I've come out flying out of a supercar at 150 k's an hour, barrel rolling about 10, 12 times.
Ugh.
That's insane.
Oh my God.
That's flying,
Yeah.
man.
And lucky I didn't get run over by other supercars.
Yeah, no doubt.
Lucky.
Yeah. Stig, did you say you liked Formula One racing? Did you say you liked that? Did you keep up with that, or I mean, I know
No.
Don and I talked about it.
My friend is started a podcast about Formula One racing, and they're building a track in Atlantic City. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything
Oh,
about
okay.
it. Yeah.
I was gonna say because they put that thing in the middle of the like where where your windshield would be on a car. They put what do they call that, Don? That separator in the middle.
The halo. The halo.
The halo, yeah, the halo, right?
Yep.
So that has proven to save so many lives. So like in the little time that they installed this on that car, you know, there's so many like crashes that could have been avoided if that was invented, you know, much earlier. So
Well, that stops you from getting your head cut off.
yeah,
Where does
Yeah,
it go?
that-
Between the driver and the windshield?
It's basically, Tommy, like a roof on top of you, but no top on it, no sides. It's just a U shape with a Y at the front.
And that's for what? For head-on impact or rolling? For
Yeah,
everything?
that's for even for a Formula One getting airborne and flying and coming straight into you. He won't
Oh,
hit you in the head or knock your head off.
yeah.
kind of like a roll cage on top of you there.
Similar.
Yeah,
Wow.
similar. Yeah, and like debris. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody crashes in front of you and their tire, and the tire's gonna hit that before it would hit you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like
And-
let me ask you this, Don. Do you think Ayrton Senna would have lived if they had that or no?
I think he would have, to be honest. I think he would
Yeah.
have.
He had the what the tie rod or whatever the steering arm
Oh,
go
God.
right through his helmet.
Oh my
He-
God, that's crazy. I don't even know about that because I don't follow, but that's
Yeah.
fucking nuts.
Right through his visor and right through his face. That's how he died.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
That's the drawbacks of racing, the dangers, the risk.
I know, but
So-
that feeling must be something. Just feeling that power behind. Like I say, I've driven a vet, and there's nothing like it. I can't imagine driving at that type of. Holy shit! The
Tommy,
adrenaline must be crazy.
the adrenaline is unreal. You know how people say you get an instant high on drugs,
Yeah.
right? The adrenaline, the instant high you get racing like that is the adrenaline. You know,
It must
it's
feel.
just like, yeah,
It must feel great. It's
And-
like it's like that temporary feeling. I guess if you like a roller coaster, or if you like whatever you like, that gives you that quick second thrill.
exactly.
Oh my God.
Well, if you ever read up on Ayrton Senna, like the whole story was the steering column malfunction because somebody said it was okay, but it shouldn't have been that exact steering column. I don't know if it was the length of this. What was it, Don? Was it the length of the steering column?
No, it was actually no. Back in those days, they weren't designed much for really the safety that we have today. And for then, the safety that was safety, but still, everything's collapsible nowadays. Everything's all carbon fiber. So as soon as it gets hit, it doesn't fly through you. It crushes. It breaks. It
But
absorbs impact.
But his steering column broke and he lost his steering and he went straight into the wall. That's when the thing shot back
Yes.
and, you know.
Yes.
So instead of making that hard turn, going over 100 miles an hour, he had no steering whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Like just think about your steering wheel just being, nothing.
Exactly.
So when he hit the wall, that the steering, the rod that was connected to his tire more or less shot off and went through his helmet. That's how he died.
I've had slippery experiences down the quarter mile, where basically
Oh, yeah.
you pick up a bit of front on wind and your front tires just become very light, and you don't have that steering the front, and you just start swaying. Once you're in that swaying position, it is so hard to control. The
can't.
worst thing to do
You're going
is
too
hit
fast.
your brakes.
Wow.
Yeah.
As they say, if you're fishtailing to the left, you slam your steering wheel to the right. So you turn your steering wheel full lock to the right and you hit the gas, and that should straighten you out. get you out of that fishtail effect. Whereas a lot of people will just automatically hold the steering wheel and hit the brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
But-
natural thing. Yeah, it's a natural reaction. Yeah.
Yeah, but with that kind of
Yeah,
power
whichever way-
and that speed, that's you got to be a really good driver and experienced to pull through, and that's not easy.
Hey, a friend of mine actually, in a dragster, in a railer, top alcohol, his front end got airborne, and basically it's like the back tires are trying to eat the front, and
Wow.
he slammed into the wall and exploded, and he got burnt.
Yeah, I believe it.
They can tell you everything they want to tell you, but when it's that quick second thing, you're going to do what your reaction is. All the training in the world, most of the time, does not help you in the time of need of action because it's a natural reaction for us to do something. So, wow, it's weird.
Some people just freeze up. Some people
Freeze
know
up,
how
yeah,
to
right.
instantly react.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're in the snow, just say you're in the snow and you're going, they tell you to turn into with the way you're skidding, but we don't do that. Naturally, we try to turn away from it. It's just a natural
Right.
thing.
Yep.
And then we go all over the place.
That's the thing. The first thing I did, Tommy, when I got my driver's license, I went out in a paddock with a really, really old, cheap car and taught myself defensive driving. And that was basically grab the seatbelt, lock it in tight as possible so I can't move, and basically have my foot flat on the accelerator, do not touch the brake, and whichever direction the car was sliding out, I'd react to it in the opposite direction to try and straighten it and keep it in control.
Wow.
Right.
And,
Well, I
and
mean,
the
that's
best
how.
way-
Well, I mean, that's how like the
Yeah.
dirt track racers do. That's what they do. They counter steer. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Dirt tracks and these guys who do the drifting now, like that's what they do. They counter steer.
Oh,
And you got to
my
know
God, but
your
it's so
vehicle.
hard.
You have to know your vehicle. You have to know the do's and don'ts of your vehicle. A lot of people nowadays don't even know. They just jump in and drive, got no idea what the capabilities are of their vehicle or not, how they should deal with their vehicle.
Well,
Yeah.
you see these guys, they get these new cars, these Hellcats, these Mustangs, and then they take it out to a car show, and then when they leave, they want to show off, and then they burn out, and then they can't handle the power. They don't know what they're doing, and they zing across the road and smash into the other cars or something, the
Yeah,
trees, the woods,
exactly.
whatever. They wreck their car, and literally within like 8 seconds, not even.
Yep. And when my son was getting his license and he wanted that convertible Mustang, he was working for it. So I said, okay, we can do it. I'm definitely not getting you an 8-cylinder. I know it sounds crazy to have a Mustang without a
No,
5
I know.
liter.
I know. I've been on that
No,
tangent before.
yeah.
I know.
Well, yeah. So I said, all right, we're going to do it. We'll do it. But we're going to keeping that power down a little bit. And he's been well. He's had a couple accidents, but none his fault. So
Yeah.
Same with my son. I won't let him drive a V8. I will not even give him a V8 because I basically, if anything happens to him, I'm the one that has to wear the guilt and the response.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, I had a crotch rocket by the time I was 19 years old. I was out of my mind. I was nuts.
yeah. And I had at an age I had no business having it, but we get that need for speed, and once we're in that moment, we're like, holy shit, this feels like you feel so much power, and then all of a sudden you hit a fucking brick wall
Yeah.
Tommy, I built
or a guardrail like you, guardrail like you.
I built a streetcar, okay, when I was younger. Is a 1,000 horsepower streetcar, okay, and this thing was if you didn't know what you're doing, you could honestly kill yourself in it, okay.
Yeah.
You have to know the vehicle inside and out. And my brother-in-law basically said, "Oh, give me a drive," and I said, "Can you handle it?" He goes, "Yeah, I can handle it." He's driving around like Miss Daisy. I'm there, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I said, get out. He
Stop.
goes, well, that's my capabilities. I said, here, I'll show you. And he virtually shit himself. He
Yeah.
honestly shit himself.
Todd Father, do you think you were prepared to have a bike, or like, wow, that's really irresponsible for anybody to even be on a bike? Did you think you were,
Well,
prepared?
I'll start by saying, Ralph, I hope you feel better. I don't know what's going on with you, but I hope you feel better, buddy.
What happened now?
What's it called? I rode, I had mini bikes when I was a kid. I had dirt bikes. I rode dirt bikes, rode quads. So I had the general, I knew how to balance. You know what I mean? Like, and then even when I started out on a smaller motorcycle. You know what I mean? I got my license with that. And then my brother had a bigger one, so I drive his, and then I upgraded my own. You know what I mean? But I was just being an idiot when I crashed. It was my own fault. I was
Right.
going way too fast. I didn't know the road, and I just, I was going way too fast. I couldn't lean down hard enough. I couldn't brake hard enough. There's nothing I could have done to not crash, especially the turn that it happened at. You know what I mean? So it was my own fault. I'm very, very fortunate that I lived, because it could have been. There's a lot of deaths and injuries in that corner every year there.
So the power is behind you. It takes a lot of discipline to hold that power down and not do what these bikes are capable of, because they're capable of quite a bit. I mean, the speed alone.
And they're even more nuts now, because they're all fuel injected, and they got different power modes you could put the bike in, like race mode or this. I mean, I don't know that much about the current bikes just because I don't have one anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's all the technology is getting built into these bikes, where you used to have to buy all these mods to do this to these bikes. Now they come standard with it. You know what I mean? So they're just rocket ships. They're unbelievably, and it's so easy. I mean, these 1,000 cc bikes, you could do almost 100 miles an hour in first gear if you string it out. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's insane.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
A bike, if its arse end kicks out, your history. If you don't know, if you can't control it, you're gone.
You're gone, done.
Yeah.
But like Todd Father says, it takes a pothole or it's just a simple thing to just end it. Done.
Exactly.
I mean, I used to do wheelies on one wheel, like standing up on my pegs and just pop it up and just drive a wheelie, hang in the air for a while. And, I had one of my friends did that downtown Buffalo showing off, and he lost it. He lost it in the air, and he wound up flying off, rolling under a car. He cracked all his ribs. He had to get his spleen taken out just for being an idiot. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, what movie is that? Biker movie, the with the crotch rockets.
Never.
Oh my God, Biker Boys, it's called.
No, I never
Oh,
heard
yeah,
of it.
yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So the kid's mom said there's two kinds of bikers, ones that have been down and ones that are gonna go down.
Oh my
You know what
God!
I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And she's right. She's right.
Oh my God!
Because one by one we all started crashing. So whether if it's someone who hit us or someone who pulled in front of us or us being stupid like me, and we all start again. And I know probably 3 or 4 guys that got killed doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My cousin fell. He cracked his head in 3 spots, and if he didn't, his brain would have luckily he did crack his skull in 3 spots, because his brain swelled up so bad that it wouldn't have been able to expand. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be able to swell. It would have been way worse. You know what I mean?
What saved me when I had my accident in the supercar was my helmet and my seat. Now you only need to have a single layer race seat or a 2-layer race seat. I had a 5-layer race seat. Right?
Yeah, that's smart. I mean, especially for fire and everything.
And that's what saved me from head injuries and leaving 3/4 of my skin on the ground.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, look at those guys in the MotoGP. I mean, they dump the bike at 150 to 200 miles an hour. They slide in that thing. They get up and walk to the pits. You know what I mean? Like, it's unbelievable how these guys don't get killed more often.
Yeah, the leathers. If you look at their leathers, that's what saves them through that gravel and all that. It's the leathers.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, that's what I mean. They slide and they get up and they're on their way. They get the other bike and go. So.
Nice.
But
good. My son's finished.
He's finished. Where's he at?
He's just gone in for a haircut. Now he's coming back out.
I need a haircut. That guy who told me my spikes are too high on my head.
Jack, you will.
He's got me all stressed out about my hairdo now. I'm gonna have to get my hair cut soon.
Okay.
So it's midday over there where he is right now. Can you imagine?
I know, right? They're idiots in Newark on ATV. Yeah, we got them all over Buffalo too. ALV.
Oh.
I mean, we got them going all down a lot of the main roads. And the best part is they do it at night, and they don't have headlights on these four-wheelers. I mean, they don't care about safety, and they don't care about anybody. There's videos of people being stupid and running into buildings or running into parked cars. So they, I guess they deserve what they get sometimes. It's,
I'm gonna jump off, guys. I've got to head off home now.
All right, Don. I'll see you later.
Have a good day, guys. All right.
All right.
What's going on, Ralph?
Hold on a second, guys.
What's up, bro?
Let me shut my TV down.
What's going on, Ralph?
What's happening?
Hold on, let me shut my TV down.
Oh, I hate hearing my voice.
You'll get an echo. Are you there?
Yeah.
We're here.
I'm not.
Oh,
Did I overhear you say you're not doing any more shows? Or no? Did I hear
No,
that?
I said I might not do one tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
No.
I caught a bit of it. I slept from 9 o'clock last night straight through to 6 o'clock, 8 hours. It didn't wake up once.
that's normal. Isn't it normal, though?
Well,
That's a regular night.
for most people, that's normal. But, usually I wake up, in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. I didn't wake up once.
Well, you needed it. You must have needed it.
And then I woke up and I'm all achy.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you might be getting
Uh-huh.
you might be getting the ick.
Yeah, you might have the package, man. I got 3 people that I know that got it yesterday. Oh, yeah.
You're getting the ick.
3 people in one day yesterday.
Did you drink the water out of Stiggs' fishbowl or something?
Yeah. No.
No, don't make me laugh. No, I got the test. I have the test. I have the test, the home test.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I have COVID. I just think that I was just.
You're beat down. That's all.
I think I'm just sore from yesterday because I did a lot of bending and lifting yesterday.
Just take the test and see if you're not,
Gonna do
So
that.
are you going to go outside? I mean, and I'm not busting balls, but are you going to go outside and have a ticket on your car?
No, I got a 6-day permit, so I haven't.
Oh,
been-
good.
Oh, that's what made you sleep nice last night. There you go.
You know what? You probably nailed it right there, Stiggs.
You didn't have to worry about it. It wasn't on your mind.
Right?
Seriously.
Yeah, you're right. Right.
That's crazy.
Peace of mind. Yeah, I got 6-day permit, not to get a ticket. But
When you know you have to move that car, do you really actually settle into sleep, or you're like concerned when you're laying down? I might miss that. I might not wake up. The alarm might not go off. Do you settle in knowing that you have to move your car, or does it keep you up?
no, it doesn't keep me up stick because I set the phone
Yeah.
on the phone and it's pretty loud and it's right next to my ear on the car.
Yeah.
It's just a pain in the ass. It really is. But I'm trying to work out with the people where Cavallo's used to be,
Oh yeah.
where it's now a credit union. I'm trying to work out, part.
Yeah, that's a bank now. The only thing about that is their insurance, because now you're under property type of thing.
Yeah.
They're probably going to check into that and let you know. But that's what I assume, because now you're on there. Why was this car here?
Yeah, you're right. Because I
I'll
talked.
see if they could sign some sort of waiver if something happens to your car, that they're not, liable,
If it was a private deli or something like that, that'd probably be a different story. But being
Right.
that it's a corporate business like that,
Yeah, because I went to go talk to the manager, and the manager said she had to call the higher ups,
yeah, corporate, yeah.
corporate. So I mean, nobody parks there at night in the lot.
Yeah, if it was Cavallo, yeah, but it's still a liability if something happens. A fire department can't get into the building because your car's there, something like that. So, but if it was Cavallo, still, you might not have a problem because the owner's just a regular guy,
Yeah.
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 Where's Mr. Thienedu this morning? I'm surprised he hasn't rolled out of bed yet. Maybe he's getting a good night's sleep too.
He's probably getting his coffee right now, isn't he? Hey, by the
Yeah,
way,
maybe.
that Tim Hortons coffee's good, man. Wow.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Telling you got to get it from the storefront. Got to get it there. I mean, I don't know about Stiggs because he drinks it with nothing in it, but like that, whatever cream and sugar they use, man, it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, but I got to travel far to go to the Tim Hortons. That's in.
Oh, I
Jersey.
know. Yeah, I know. That's what Stig said. But I'm telling you, it might be worth it. Just if you got nothing else going on, just take a cruise.
Yeah,
You know what I
maybe,
mean?
yeah, maybe I'll do that. It's about a 30. Where is it? Sticks Montville,
No, Raritan. No, it's down there.
Raritan.
Raritan, somewhere down that way, like Woodbridge, Raritan, somewhere down there. Yeah, it's not up here.
That's far. That's-
Yeah.
They
So
got
looks-
one. They're building a brand new one about a half mile from my house.
Oh my God.
No, they're everywhere. I mean everywhere. They're in the hospitals. They're in the malls. They're in gas stations. They're everywhere.
I never.
So
Serious. I'm
It's
not
like
even
Dunkin' Donuts.
exaggerating.
like Dunkin' Donuts here, they're everywhere. Gas stations, standalone stores, they're everywhere.
I mean, I'm surprised we don't got one at my work. I mean, they're everywhere. You know, but yeah, they're building one right on the main road I take. You know, when I first go into work. You know, the road I turn off of my street. There's a brand new Tim Hortons getting put in right now. It'll be ready probably in about 6 hours. That's how fast they go up. So
Can you
That-
smell
that-
the coffee?
that's-
Can you smell the
trouble.
coffee when you're approaching or no?
no, it's not like McDonald's or Burger King. You know what I mean?
When you walk in, you must feel it though. You must smell it.
No, the coffee's very good.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah, I make it in the K cups at home or whatever.
That's what I
You
have.
know, but oh yeah, okay. If Stiggs has the grounds, I think, hey Nick, how you doing?
That's
Oh yeah, I use the grounds. Yeah.
We're not all screaming at each other this morning, so we're all laid back. We don't got as many people, but that's okay.
Yeah,
I
we
like
should-
the grounds. I like
we
the
could take-
grounds.
We could take a day. Yeah, I can't talk. We could take a day off.
we're subdued.
Yeah, I know,
Are-
right?
Are the pods plastic or are they mesh?
No, they're plastic.
Plastic, yeah.
They look like they're just like Dunkin' Donuts K cups.
Yeah, that plastic. See the chock full of nuts K cups.
I know.
They have that mesh in it. Nice. They're real nice because it's just, I don't know, it's just a little different. And there really is nothing like a K cup for chock full of nuts. It really is something.
Yeah, you're right, and it goes right into the
I-
K. Real
I
nice.
gotta try that coffee, Stiggs. I gotta
Oh.
try to buy that someplace.
It's very good. Yeah.
Good.
Is it? Yeah.
You'll like it.
I'm trying to think of the coffee. We have like a restaurant depot, like you know, you buy a bigger volume, and I bought a big thing of curry cups for my desk. You know what I mean? So I have it with me. I can't think of the name of it, but it's pretty good too, and it's got the mesh
Oh, That's
housing.
good.
You know what I mean?
Has the mesh. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So
You got a carry at work, Todd?
yes, sir.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, they that machine gets overworked. It's crazy. It's crazy how many. This is little machine too. It just but it does what it needs to do.
When I go into a lot of these corporate buildings, you know, for the catering, and I go into their lunchroom to bring their catering, they have all coffee machines in there with all varieties of different coffees for the employees. You know, the K cups.
Nice.
It's
Yeah.
nice, you know. But there's nothing like coffee on the stove, percolated coffee.
Right.
Nobody can beat. That's nothing. You know, it makes the house smell real nice. It perks on the stove.
We have one of those. You know, I gotta start using it. We have one. I think we got a brand new one when we got married, and I don't know if I hardly ever use. I know my wife's used it, but I hardly ever use it.
Well,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
two kinds. There's the one that Ralph's saying goes on the stove, and then there's the plug-in percolator.
Ours is plug in.
Right.
Right. The one that goes on the stove, you have to order because you can't buy that. I had to order mine from Amazon.
I wonder if my parents still got theirs, because I know they used to use that.
They might, and I tell you one thing: if they have it, it's probably well broken in.
Yeah, yeah.
And they really are forever. If the glass thing breaks on the top, that's about it. That's all that will break. That's it. Other than that,
You know what I used to do, Sticks? When the glass bubble broke, I used to take a whiskey shot glass and put it on top.
oh
There you
my
go.
God. Wow.
Probably more durable.
So it's
Um,
done. It's done when that's. How do you know when it's done? When it just stops boiling, or how does that work?
Doesn't when you start to see the coffee turn, when it starts to turn color in the bubble, you give it about maybe 5 minutes. As soon as it starts to turn, and you know the coffee's done.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Stiggs, do you cook with a cast iron pan at home?
No. Oh wow, cast iron. Holy
That's
shit.
that's like a whole art cooking in those.
Yeah, my mother did. That's very tough because
Yeah.
I'm
Jeez.
just learning more and more.
That's
I'm
hard.
just dabbling more and more with it. You know what I mean? Like I could cook anything in any pan more or less, but that's like a you're not supposed to ever wash it with soap. You gotta like
Nope.
condition it. You gotta
No.
like
Right.
the oil in it and then like basically bake it in it. You know what I mean? Like it's a whole process.
And when you store it, you're supposed to rub a little oil on it. Yeah.
Right. Yep. Yeah. So
It's heavy too.
yeah, it is heavy, and then
Heavy.
what it does is it stores all the flavor, and that's why the Waffle Houses are. Hey, Zio, that's why Waffle Houses are so popular, is because all that flavor, they use cast iron, grills or pans or whatever, skillets. You know what I mean? Like and it stores all that flavor for years and years and years. That's why their pancakes and the waffles are so good there.
Yeah. Seasoned.
All that.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Yeah, that's the word.
All that very expensive to buy. The pots and pans, they could run into a couple $100 easy.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and they're worth money too. Like you could find them at estate sales, and they're worth a lot of money too if they're usable. You know
Listen,
what I mean?
with the cast iron, you had to cook. Now with the non-stick, you could throw something on, go do something, go move around. With the cast iron, you were literally cooking, and that's where an art came in. They know when to flip it. They know what to do. They know you're actually got to be over the stove with the cast iron. Otherwise, you'll fuck up the meal.
Yeah, no doubt. I've definitely burned and messed up a lot of stuff on that thing. I am not good. I'll admit it straight up. I am not good with it right now. You know what I mean? But I try to. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep trying.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, but you got to cook. You are actually a cook when you're using that type of stuff.
yeah. I mean, it's just a matter of. I mean, that's a lot of factors in that. Even just your own heat on your own stove. You know what I mean? Like just adjusting everything just so you cook it slow and right and through, and you know what I mean. It's just. But yeah, my wife bought me one a few years back, and I try to use it, and it's like I've mangled a lot of meals. Let's put it that way, where I have to switch over to my other one for my sanity. But people swear by them and they love them. You know what I mean? So
They might have some instructional videos on YouTube on how to.
I'm sure they do. I'm totally they gotta. You know what I mean? It's but like everything with me, it's always rushed, and I just use what I use.
Yeah.
So.
You don't want to be messing up your food, that's for sure.
Yeah, especially with the price of food now, right? I mean,
Well,
you burn a couple eggs, or they stick to the pan. It's over. You blow a $10 bill right there. So
our gas is going to shoot right up again.
gasoline or natural gas?
No, our gas for the car is going to shoot up in price again because of OPEC. The problem that they're having with OPEC, it's already increased already.
Wonderful.
And now the demand's going to happen now because now you got vacation time.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You can't win. Every time you turn around, you can't win. You can't win. It's hard to save money. It's just you work for bills. It's just ridiculous.
That's why when Dindo was saying that he's got an opportunity, that hour and a half commute, you got to add now gas money to that shit. So if he doesn't have a local gig, that's every day an hour each way. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. That could be 50 miles each way.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to drive an hour and a half to and from work. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
No thanks. I drive 25 minutes to my job from my house.
He'll get something
each day. You know what I mean?
He'll get something soon. He'll get something.
Ralph.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
You go fill up the trucks for work, Ralph, when you're driving?
No, they already do that.
They already do, yeah.
Yeah, they already do that.
We got a guy who fills all the reefers in all the trucks with a giant gas truck. He comes every night. That's what he does.
He fills them there?
Yeah. We have our own pumps if we need them, but like there's a guy that they hire, a company that they hire. The guy comes and he fills all the reefers, all the trailers, and all the tractor trailers and box trucks that we have. That's what he does every night. He's there every night at like 10 o'clock at night.
You have full reefer trucks on your docks right there?
Yep.
And are they running off electric for the reefer, or are they running off of gas? Or compressor, generator, or what?
They're diesel.
The reefer
Yeah.
aspect of the bed is diesel.
18
Yeah. The motor runs on diesel. Yep.
Dean does here. Good morning,
Dean, do what's going on? Do you cook with a cast iron pan?
That's
I'm
it.
sure he probably knows his way around that. What about you, Zio? I'm sure he does. Zio, I think Zio's ancient too. So,
My God.
yeah. But no, I know my parents can. I know that for sure. And my one boss, he comes in, he eats like a full blown like steak every morning. Comes in, and that's what he uses, is the cast iron pan. Oh, he
that's
doesn't.
where-
He doesn't
that's
use
where-
one. No shit.
Really?
See, the thing about what they used to do with the cast iron, you can do stovetop, and then you could put that whole thing right in under the broiler in the pan.
Well, right, yeah. You sear it.
Yeah.
You sear it in the.
Yeah.
You sear it in the pan, and then you bake
Right.
it. Yeah.
So
Yep,
same
yep.
thing is used for
Or broil it.
everything. Yeah, broil it. Yeah, or bake it. Right.
Oh shit! I hit the wrong button here.
You're still here.
You hit somebody over the head with one of those pans, you'll kill them.
Yeah. Oh my God. If you could carry it.
Ralph, you type that to Nick in the private chat.
Oh.
It's kind. I don't know if you can chat unless you have a different device. You know what I
No.
mean? I don't like so.
Probably can.
But yeah. So what about you, Teresa Murphy? Can you cook in a cast iron pan?
She says she loves it.
Oh, does she? Okay, I didn't see it. All right.
She's
Oh, very nice. Yeah, yeah. Now my interest is peaked again. I'm gonna have to try this out again.
She's probably been cooking for like 50 years.
Yeah.
She uses it.
Yeah, people, like I said, they swear by it. Like I said, my boss comes in and he puts a hunk of meat in there like every single morning, and that pan looks weathered and this and that, but that's what he uses.
Come to think of it, I've seen those at Bed Bath & Beyond, cast iron pans.
Yeah, you can get them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I can't remember where my wife got mine, but she got me one for Christmas a couple of years back or whatever. So I've only used it a handful of times, and I get mad when I mess it up. I mean, well, it's too easy with nonstick. You know what I mean? Like Stig said, you could walk away. You could, it's too easy. And then when it's done, you wipe the pan. You're done. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. No, we're so used to working with cooking with nonstick. I am anyway.
So easy to cook that way.
Yeah, it's great. I learned
Yeah.
how to cook mostly from YouTube, and a couple of my girl friends, but that's how I learned.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I gotta try it again. Eggs. I don't know. Eggs are like if you Teresa Murphy do you cook eggs in it? Because the last few times I've tried to cook eggs in it, they just turn out terrible.
It's so hard to do.
Throw them right in the garbage.
It's so hard to do. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Right in the garbage. Yeah, you got to season it too. I have that stuff. I got it all. I got all the stuff I need for it. You know what I mean? It's just it's a matter of it's a matter of getting used to it. Like I said, it's kind of like an art.
You got to season the pan?
Over time. Well, over time, it also gets seasoned. It's just. Why, you have to pre-season it? Like, you season it?
I don't know. Teresa says she seasons it. I don't know what she means by that.
Why am I getting a chat notification on your show on my phone? What the hell is this?
But I don't know.
Something changed today on this StreamYard? What the hell are they doing here?
I don't know. We're not all excited today. So, like I said, we're down, and it says like 5 people. Normally, there's not that I ever get a lot of people in here, but I make eggs in stainless steel. Yeah, that's probably more smart.
Look, I stayed on for 2 hours the other night. Just me, Gianni, and Donnie Ragu, because we were talking about a topic. That was after my show basically ended. But I had 2 or 3 people I was chilling with, so we stayed on. We came up with a topic.
Like I said, I don't. It doesn't bother me.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, man, it doesn't matter as long as you're. Like I said, if I got 3 people I'm chilling with, I'm good.
Every once in a while, we could talk like gentlemen, So.
Yeah,
I mean,
but the viewers are jumping at times.
That could change real quick. Of course, we know that.
it could always change real quick. Exactly. But yeah, like I said, I think I might need a day off regardless tomorrow, just because I feel like I'm cooked. just everything as a whole. You know what I mean? Fridays are always.
Todd, I want
I
to
don't
say
know, but then again, if I drink a coffee before I leave, then who knows? I might get the
Push
I
live.
might get the fire back. Who knows?
Push live if you feel like pushing live. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Teresa's got a big day tomorrow. He'll be in Virginia.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Ryan's starting tomorrow, I believe.
That's
tomorrow,
awesome.
Friday.
Well, safe travels down there.
Oh, a couple innings tomorrow. Okay.
Today's Holy Thursday. Tomorrow's Good Friday. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good Friday. I mean, besides being Good Friday, always sticks out to me because I had my first car stereo, like I had the subwoofers and amp and everything, stolen on Good Friday night when I was 16.
Oh, Jesus.
That was my memory. I came. It looked like someone shot a missile through the back of my trunk, and all my stuff was gone.
Wow.
Oh man, I worked so hard to get that too, and then that was my own fault. I showed it off and played it all over the place, and then they got me. So
And
yeah.
it
Oh, okay, I got you. What's
you ever-
that?
No, you ever notice that it always rains on Good Friday? Always
Does
rains.
it?
Yep.
Well,
It wouldn't shock
som-
me here because it's been raining every freaking day here now.
It's a somber day, so it should rain for us Catholics.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 o'clock. He was told he's going to die, 8 a.m.
And he died at 3.
Out of 3. 12 o'clock,
Really?
he started to walk in. It's crazy. I got the whole map. I got the whole... Oy, oy, oy. I got the whole thing because every Good Friday, my son used to wrestle in a national tournament. And I would just pause throughout the day and just look at the whole timeline thing. Very, very weird.
Yeah. Very weird. Right.
Wow.
Brings you back a little bit. Just makes you pause for a minute,
It does. It does.
reflect a minute.
And then Easter Sunday, everybody's happy.
Yeah, and even without even knowing it, they are. Isn't that something? Because, they just, for some reason, something makes everybody feel that way. Even if they don't follow religiously everything, they just something in them makes us joyous, I guess, on Easter Sunday. I don't know if it's the color of the clothes that a lot of people wear. It's just the vibe that's going on, the families together. I don't know what it is, but something is naturally joyous about Easter Sunday. And
Yeah.
Oh,
For
Teresa,
sure.
Teresa, you feel happy for Ryan, Teresa. Don't be sad.
Have a good one, Paul Clinton. Have a good one, man. You got to work today, Ralph?
No, I'm off today.
Oh, that's good. I mean, if you're not feeling so great, maybe you could just relax.
Off today. I was hoping that it would be sunny, but I think it's all day today. But it's
we
good.
got bad weather coming, actually, yeah.
It's going to be 80 today.
82.
80?
Yep, 82 over here.
Not on. Wow.
That's crazy. What the
If
fuck?
we got 80 degrees here, it'd probably tornado and monsoon. We couldn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's the way it's been here for a while now. So
One day you're wearing corduroy shirts, the next day you're wearing short sleeves. You can't put your winter clothes away because the weather changes so much.
yeah. Well, even when like for me working in a cooler, I still got to walk outside to leave work. And I have my jeans, my long johns, a thermal, and what I mean. I'm always layered up no matter what. So
No, Teresa, I'm a little under the weather this morning, a little under the weather.
You wear long johns every day?
every day,
Every
summer,
day.
winter, every day. Yep. There's like the one guy's like, I don't wear that stuff in the summer. I'm like, yeah, I do. I
You work
don't know.
you work in a freezer. What do you?
Yeah. Well, not a freezer so much, but it's almost freezing. It's like 33, 34 in some of the coolers.
Yeah, it's
But
a refrigerator.
I don't know. It just at this point, it's like a peace of mind knowing that, you know what I mean? So, like, the cold never used to bother me. Not that it bothers me a ton now, but it's definitely different. You know what I mean? I gotta have my layers. I gotta have that peace of mind. I'd rather peel them off than not have them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You got anything
So.
going on this weekend, Todd? You working at all or no?
No, I didn't take any gigs. Oh, this is a funny thing. So, Ralph, you might appreciate this. So, believe it or not, there are scammers trying to like make you bounce checks, so they get your checking number. So, like, I had somebody try to book me, like an out of state number, try to book me on Easter. You know what I mean? They're scammers.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
And the first time it happened to me was a few years ago, and they said, we're getting married at this place at this time. how much is it going to cost? So I gave him a quote, and then something just didn't seem right to me. It was just because they texted, the first text message came at 11 o'clock at night while I was at work. So I'm like, all right, this is weird. So I wound up calling the venue and saying, do you have this person booked? They're like, we have no idea what you're talking about. So they tried, yeah. So it's weird. Just something stupid like booking your wedding. There's scammers out there. There's, people trying to rip you off and get you. Isn't that nuts?
But yeah, tell you one thing: never do any business unless you can meet the client face to face, and don't do anything out of state. Make sure you meet the.
Oh God, no.
You're able to meet the client face to face. And another thing I want to tell you is, I'm going to have to reprimand you a little bit here.
Uh-oh.
You said something a couple of days ago on your show that really kind of like, I don't know, kind of annoyed me a little bit. And that was the fact that whenever I don't know if it was your wife that was working with you, don't ever let your wife walk outside of that.
Oh, I know. And I was hard on myself for it. You're right. I still feel stupid about it. You're absolutely right.
And I'll tell you what, let me finish. Never let your wife walk out of a venue where there's drinking in the parking lot alone to go to her car, because there are guys that are out there that are drinking, they're scumbags, and they don't care whether she's married or not, and I've seen this happen before. Now, if I was working with you on the job, working with you side by side, and I saw your wife walking outside, I'd say, Todd, go walk your wife to the car, because I've seen stuff like that happen.
So, believe me, Ralph, I'm normally sharp as a razor, but it was the last song that I was playing, and I was just about to, and it was all so fast. But as soon as I seen the dude go, I went. You know what I mean?
That's a scumbag for you. I mean, come on. And
you're good now that Ralph reprimanded you? You good? You good now?
Yeah. But no, like I said though, I don't know if his intentions were that, because there was another bar and the event was ending, so there was another bar upstairs. So he might have just been heading up there, but you just don't know. You know what I mean?
Why take a chance?
So I caught up fast to him. I might be a little older, but I still could speed, so I could still run.
Back in the day, during the disco era and clubs and everything, guys did not do that. They did not follow girls out to the parking lot. That's kind of stuff didn't happen. But
you didn't have to back then. They were willing to go to the car back then.
Yeah, Stiggs. Tell him, Stiggs.
That's a whole different situation right there.
Get him, Stiggs.
Did you ever see Saturday Night Fever? Come on, we know what went on there.
Oh I don't want.
No, but no, and again, I felt rotten. You know what I mean? I told her, I feel like I'm more responsible because I didn't automatically walk you out, and that's never happened before.
Did you feel rotten enough to buy flowers the next day?
No, I just gave her something at the end of the night. All right. I made it up to her. So no, it just and like I said, that's something that's something that would never happen. I never had it, and I felt like such a dope afterwards. Like I can't believe,
I hear you.
I can't believe that happened.
Lesson learned.
Yeah, no doubt. I got to be more sharp, I guess.
Yeah.
But
nobody would think that would happen at that type of party, right? You said it was like a 65 and older party or something, right?
It was like
alcohol. It doesn't matter what it is, right? Alcohol. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, but alcohol with old people, what are they going to do?
Like I said, the guy and I had a couple words before that. You know what I mean? So, and like I said, I kissed her goodbye, and then she walked out, and he went right after, and that's was like, all right, okay, never mind, I'm going. You know what I mean? Like, if it would have been somebody else, I probably wouldn't even have thought more about it. But the fact that it was him and he was a fucking weirdo, that's when I ran out.
Well,
I took off.
That's a gentlemanly thing to do.
No, I know, and again, I that's not like me. I don't normally, I would never let my sister, my daughter, my wife, anybody, my mother walk to a car by themselves. That's not how I was taught. You know what I'm saying? I was taught always to do that, no matter what. And like I said, it was like the last song I was playing for the night, and I was, just focused on everything timing all right for me, and then it was just all set up weird. So
my girlfriends, my girlfriends, when we're together and stuff, they'll ask me, Ralph, walk me out to the car. They'll actually ask me to walk to the car. And
again, like if just for just saying, if my wife came in here, or right now and told you, she would tell you that was the first time that's ever happened. You know what I mean? Like that was never ever happened. So it was just weird, just because I was working or whatever. And it was the very end of the night, and it was just happened. I don't know what else to say. I effed up. So,
All right.
but the good thing is, like, you know, like Nick said there, you know, the thing is, you did go out there, and I caught right up to him. And I said, you know, that's when I yelled. I said, "Hey, I forgot that thing in your car." And that's when he went. You know, that's when he broke off. So I was right on him. So, but
Yeah, lesson learned. Lesson learned.
yeah, no, I know. And like I said, I felt really shitty about it. Still do.
Doesn't make any difference how old they are. Anthony goes, "Oh, they're 65 years old." Yeah, you just don't.
Well, that guy was younger. That guy was probably late 30s, if I had to guess. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, no big deal. I mean, that would have been his downfall, trying to do anything. I'll tell you that much. You know, I might not have been on the show all week, but
You don't want to get
assault
and battery.
What's that?
To get arrested for assault and battery, but you were you're protecting. So.
Oh well. I mean, that's a whole different mind frame when it comes to, you know, your wife, kids, whatever.
Absolutely.
You shoot first, apologize later in my book.
Yeah.
You know.
Did this guy see you at all? Like, did he see you kiss your wife goodbye?
See, I don't know, but I mean, it wasn't a ton of people there. He might have, you know what I mean? I don't know. But like I said, he was messing with me about my hair and then my freaking dance light, my dance
Yeah, he's a
light.
weirdo. He's a weirdo.
You know what I'm saying? And then sure enough, my wife leaves, and he's leaving the place to go up to the upper bar right afterwards. Like, it was just really weird timing. It was just really weird everything. You know what I mean? It was just a different, like, I couldn't have planned that. I couldn't have seen all that coming. You know what I mean? But like I said, as soon as he got out of the exit, that's when I took off. I was like, all right, you know, I caught right up to him fast, you know, and I said to my wife, did he say anything to you? Did he try, you know? She goes, all he said was, you know, have a good night or something, but he was right behind her. She goes, I was so creeped out, you know, and then, you know, and like I said, my wife is barely 5 foot tall. She's tiny.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? And, you know, this guy had a foot on me almost. You know what I mean? So, but he would have paid. That's all. That's all I could say. But, you know, nothing happened. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
you know,
that's good.
no harm, no foul, I guess.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I get it, Ralph. And, you know, and believe me, it was, if my mom was listening here now, or if she ever heard about it, I'd get a remit from her too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, but she knows I'm not, you know, I would, it was just something that never happens.
Yeah.
Never ever. So.
All right, I gotta go knock Zima. I'll talk to you guys later.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Go knock Zima, Stiggs.
Right.
That's the thing. Like, you know, Ralph, like I have a couple different girls that work for me and run my photo booths while I do weddings, while I'm doing the music. And then, you know, if they leave before I'm out of there, I always walk them to their car. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, that's just the thing to do. That's not only being a gentleman, that's the proper thing to do.
You know, I tell you, I have girlfriends that ask me to walk them out, especially today.
Right.
Hey, where all the scumbags are out there in bars and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
You know, you can't be. I mean, it's not a safe environment. I know that women like to be independent, but you know.
Yeah. No, I get it. I won't take no for an answer when it comes to certain things like that. You know what I mean? Especially, it depends what neighborhood and where we're at too. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
And I mean, if there's a lot of people walking out at the same time, that's one thing. But you know, yeah, Teresa Murphy. Tom uses Noxzema every day. He's actually came on the show with Noxzema all over his face. So, and then one day he came on the show with the gloves on, where he was putting lotion on his feet. So
he's auditioning for the next Noxzema girl position. He's going to be on it.
Noxzema, yeah. Well, you could say girl nowadays, right?
Probably you can't say that anymore.
Hey,
I don't know.
That stuff was great for the skin. That stuff has been around for years. Noxzema.
Oh, I know. Yeah, but we were talking about the verbiage.
Yeah, don't you remember the commercial, the Noxzema girl commercial they used to
Yeah,
have?
the girl had super curly hair. Yeah, she
Right,
was a good looking
right.
girl. Yeah.
And then they made, there was like songs. There were like, it was a song where they talked about it.
Yeah, not
And-
get the comfort shave. I think they used to. They call it.
Ralph, I think you would be good in a Mentos commercial. We got to make one with you.
Mental.
Imagine a Mentos commercial with Ralph in his vest at the end.
What is that? What is Mentos?
Mentos.
That would be great.
What is
It's
that?
it's a candy, right? It's a candy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Breath mint candy. Mint
Yeah.
candy.
The Fresh Maker.
The fresh maker. Mentos. The fresh maker.
Yeah, come on, the Fresh Maker.
Oh,
Mentos.
I'm a stickler for that. I got to make sure I have fresh breath all the time.
I don't think they have those commercials anymore, do they? I haven't seen them in years.
Commercials.
Mentos.
Friggin' about every commercial is about doctors and
Medicines and right.
and then after they have the commercial, they tell you all the things that can happen to you if you take the medicine.
Yeah, they tell you about the
Yes.
commercial. They tell you about the product for 5 seconds, and the last 25 seconds is the side effects.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Possible death.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's my favorite. Possible death.
If one person,
Vomiting, diarrhea, earache, blood loss, this thin blood. It just keeps going.
and if one person has those symptoms, they have to report it.
Oh, all right. Yeah, don't do this, Ralph. Don't do this. Whatever you do,
Chug cake.
don't eat a Mentos and chug Coke,
Oh,
or
God.
any kind of soda.
I don't drink Coke.
Well, just don't any carbonated.
It explodes.
It explodes. Like if you drop a Mentos into a 2 liter of Coke or Pepsi or whatever, it'll explode.
Really?
Yeah, seriously.
That's like Alka-Seltzer. We used to give Alka-Seltzer to seagulls.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
terrible.
I guess
Come
it
on.
explodes their stomachs. Yeah.
Well,
That's terrible.
I didn't do it. That some people did. I didn't do it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's mean. That's mean.
But yeah, Ralph. When you log off of here, you got the day off. Just Mentos, Mentos, the Fresh Maker. Just look up those commercials on YouTube or whatever, and you
Those
should
commercials
make your
are
own.
great.
You should edit your own. Yeah, I know they are. You
They're
should make
great,
your own
those
video
commercials.
doing that. I could probably sing the whole song right now, but I won't.
There's a jingle to it.
Yeah, oh yeah, totally. It's a song and everything. But there's like all this activity going on, with what they do. It's like a struggle, and then the guy makes out well and holds his Mentos at the end.
And they do that corny little smile into the camera at the end with the thumbs up.
He's presented. He or she is presented with a struggle, and they overcome it all in 30 seconds, and then they take Mentos. Who would ever think I'm breaking down a fucking Mentos commercial this morning? Oh God! All right, guys, I got to shut this down. I got to go in the house.
All right.
I literally only wanted to come on. What am I at? An hour and a half. Oh my God! I literally wanted to go for like 45 minutes.
It was
but-
good. Good show.
Yeah. All right, guys, I gotta
Have a
go.
good day.
All right, man.
Gotta go. Thanks for coming up. I appreciate it, Ralph. I hope you feel
Sure.
better. Anthony, I hope you have a great day, buddy.
Thank you.
You working?
I had nothing today. I really had nothing today, so I didn't really.
That's all right. I'm glad you came up either way.
Yeah.
You're color commentating. That's all good.
There you go. All right. Have a good
all
one.
good. All right, buddy. I'll see
Bye-bye.
you. See you. All right, guys. It's finally a little bit light out here. I'm going. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow or not. We'll see what happens. I should really go home and get ready to sleep when I leave work tomorrow. I really should. That's probably the right thing to do. But I'm gonna go. I got to get in the house. Everybody, please be safe. Be productive. Have a great day. We'll see you.